Please rise for the reciting of the pledge by Cadet Second Lieutenant Tyrus Jackson and the marching of the colors performed by Gulfport High School's Marine Corps JROTC Color Guard team, with rifles bared by Cadet Sergeant Ariana Johnson and Cadet Sergeant Christopher Craig. Organizational colors are carried by Cadet Sergeant DeMarcus Stallion, and our national colors are carried by Cadet Major Carmela Boyd.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
We would like to welcome you all here this evening. A special welcome to our CTE Director, Mrs. Jennifer Hornback. Thank you for all being here this evening. We'd also like to especially thank our strings orchestra for performing for us tonight. We hope you will enjoy the induction ceremony. This assembly is sponsored by the Gulfport High School chapter of the National Honor Society with the purpose of inducting new members. Today, our program is devoted to an explanation of the underlying principles of the National Honor Society and to a simple ritual of induction for the newly selected members. Students who excel in scholarship may be selected into membership, provided that they also meet the requirements of citizenship, leadership, service, and character. This candle lighting ceremony symbolizes the 5 aims of the National Honor Society. The emblem of the Honor Society is the flaming torch. Our president, Ethan Polk, will now explain the significance of the torch.
The torch from the earliest of times has been the emblem of knowledge. Unlighted, it has no power to lead and guide. It is of no effect until the torch of a match ignites it with a vital and beautiful flame. Just so the knowledge, the wisdom, and the inspiration that are buried in the great treasure houses and make them give up their store for the use of mankind. As man has long lighted a torch to guide him into dark places, so all men who seek truth must be held firm and true to the purposes of life by the virtues represented in this symbol. In keeping with the emblem, the motto of the society is "Light is a symbol of truth." I will now light the candle of knowledge and truth.
Our NHS officers will relate the significance of the 5 cardinal principles that form the framework of the National Honor Society: scholarship, leadership, service, character, and citizenship.
Scholarship. The flame of this candle signifies wisdom and high scholarship. First of the requirements for admission is scholarship. NHS members have inquiring minds, a capacity for hard work, and eagerness for knowledge. The members have been chosen first of all because of high scholastic standing and faithfulness to their studies.
Leadership. The torch I light is the candle that embodies leadership and growth. Those who dare to stand upon their own initiative are the leaders of life. But while leading, they must grow by listening to those who are superior, by heeding the advice of those who are more learned. The price of leadership is sacrifice, willingness to yield one's own personal interest for the interest of others, and a willingness to give up one's own time and personal preferences for the sake of others.
Service. The flame of this candle is the flame of service. It means more than work. It is the striving and laboring for the benefit of others. There are various forms of service that an NHS member may render. Service to one's school, service to one's home and family, service to one's community and country. The members of NHS will constantly strive to put others before their own pleasure, help those who are less fortunate than themselves, and will serve in every possible way their community, school, and country.
Character. The candle I light represents the purity of character, which seems to be the good essence of life. The National Honor Society recognizes the development of good character in the individual as of supreme importance. The real student whose character is expressed through his personality, works of a purpose, he scorns shame and pretense, he keeps his mind open, and is awake for new ideas. The members of NHS have been chosen because of recognized qualities of character.
Citizenship. Hold, please. The candle of citizenship represents the fundamental basis of good living, not only in school, but in all phases of life. In school, it is the good citizen who sets the example for others to follow and who builds up a high standard for the school. Through all walks of life, citizenship unconsciously becomes part of our speech, actions, and thoughts. The members of NHS have been chosen partly because of their good citizenship.
Now, 5 torches representing scholarship, leadership, service, character, and citizenship have been lit. Each has its own place in the life of a student, but each light is small and flickering by itself. It needs the lending of the others to give the full, rich flame. NHS candidates are called forward. Sydney Alexis Park Allen. Sophia Bella Alvarez. Ash David Austin. Gabrielle Alexis Barnes. Hannah Marion Bellinger. Isabella Camille Malou. Ava Grace Benefield. Parker Marie Bennington. Henry Reed Bodenhammer. Stephen Tremaine Broadmax. Sean Michael Allen Brown. Jocelyn Renee Butler. Addison Blair Callahan. Zenaida Jaleesa Kakias. Arnisha Janae Jean Carr. Giselle Sarah Carranza. Asiana Jasleen Clark. Carter Hamilton Clay. Tavion Alexander Collier. Sahara Ida Cooper. Madison Elise Whitney Cullerberg. Charlotte Grace Dedul. Lydia Renee Dennis. Elena Bell Eichelberger. Georgia Madeline Emmer. Juliana Claire Espat. Maggie Grace Estes. Ethan Cole Eubanks. Leighton Michael Photo. Braden Bailey Garrison. Maya June Golden. Cooper Jason Gwynn. Josiah Samuel Grant. Andrew Graham Grice. Elizabeth Shell Holden. Emily Marie Hollingsworth. Elsie Poem Hyde. Adriana Islas Pineda. Isaac Pierce Johnson. Macon Elise Killebrew. Sarah Elizabeth Kish. Peyton Cole LeBlanc. Camille Elise Lemuel. Randy Martinez Garabay. Samuel Marshall Mason. Carson Ellis Matthews. Lucy Catherine McHugh. Christopher Omar Machua. Cameron Marie Newsom. Lillian Ryan Norris. Madeline Doug Norris. Addison Taylor Norvell. Miriam Dunaway Ozerden. Tyler Dylan Palazzo. Mackenzie Renee Palmer. Theo Ray Patrick. Caden Tadarion Antoine Person. Christopher Carlos Pryor. Rachel Sarahi Rangel Figueroa. Isabella Marie Resendez Nielsen. Madeline Isabella Robertson. Kendall Elise Rogers. Caleb O'Neill Rogers. Brant Walker Rounsaville. Quavion Deshawn Sanders. Chloe Jade Socher. David Hamilton Scopus. Cody Fleming Sheldon. Edward Parker Smith. Isabel Catherine Smith. Mackenzie Grace Sterling. Grace Elizabeth Stewart. Sadie Catherine Sutton. Jamia Michaela Thompson. Samuel Joseph Tyndall. Michael Reese Walker. Alexis Lynn Ward. Derek McCaskill Ware. Amelia Ann Weatherly. Celia Cheyenne Wells. Lacey Michelle Wilson. Caroline Emma Woodward. Onyx Grace Wright. Parker Reed Zahidi.
Will you all join me in congratulating our quite an honor and pretty impressive group. On behalf of the faculty and students of our school, I hereby accept these candidates as full-fledged members of this society. I hope they will be found worthy of the trust we have placed in them. Welcome into the National Honor Society. At this time, we will recite the NHS Pledge, led by the NHS President, Mr. Ethan Polk.
Please stand. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor our society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles of which it stands. I will be loyal to my school and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character.
I appreciate you all standing with them. Solidarity right here at Gulfport High School. It makes my heart proud. So, y'all, you have pledged yourselves to maintain high purpose of the National Honor Society. And I just want to mention with that, we actually have a sign-in book that is a tradition here at Gulfport High School, and it dates back. Some of you may have even signed this book. So this is a long-standing tradition across the United States at many, many high schools, but certainly here at Gulfport High School. So you have all committed to maintaining the high purpose of the National Honor Society, and for some of you, the National Technical Honor Society, and we congratulate you. It marks the recognition of work well done thus far. We still got some work to do. And may it bring to you and to the others an inspiration as you go forward toward greater achievement. So again, please join me in expressing our sincerest congratulations for our newest NHS members. As the CTE director, the Career and Technical Education director here at Gulfport, I'm going to give a shameless plug, and I did this a little earlier, but tomorrow we will have 50 of our esteemed alumni coming back to Gulfport High School to share their journey from high school to where they are now professionally. And I told the last group, and I tell you, this is your charge from me, that you will return to Gulfport as alumni one day, and that you will pass on your experience to the students that will soon be sitting in these chairs behind you. And to all of you who are Gulfport alumni, or if you are an industry leader, we need you. Our students need you, our community needs you. And if you are willing to give of some of your time, your treasure, your talents, we would love to have you back here at Gulfport High School. So thank you for coming this evening. If you will stay where you are, we're going to have the students come around and take some group pictures, and then you are free to leave this evening or to stick around and take some pictures. Thank you again for being here.